Good evening and welcome to the Hungarian Daily News. I am Anita Holmes. The headlines. The forint weakens yet again. The government steps up against the refugees. Tragic accident in the countryside. New dog pillows given to shelters. The stock exchange faces huge consequences due to the elevation of the value of the US dollar. President Barack Obama held a conference last week where world leaders agreed to raise the base interest rate of the US dollar. In order to strengthen international cooperation with the Middle East, some people, however, had a bit of a fiasco, but in the end, an international contract was signed and validated by Barack Obama himself. This, however, will majorly affect Hungary's national bank, as the forint will face yet another significant drop in the near future. People in the capital city have begun to worry about the reference value of the currency since the skiing season starts very soon. Our reporter, Monika Tóth, purchased 1,000 lei in a currency-changing booth showing how weak the forint is. Okay, that would be 80,000 forints, please.
What?
80,000 forints.
I'm not paying this much. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? This country, I'm not doing this.
We are terribly sorry for this technical mistake. We are trying to fix it as soon as possible. Fire the editor. Billboards all around the country has been erected to show the government's anti-refugee policies. The government has spent a total of 600 million forints so far on the project, but civil parties do not tolerate these acts against the refugees. Thousands of anti-government billboards protest using an entertaining method. Our reporter, Anita Holmes, interviewed Matthias Gusi, a famous politician of immigration. Can I have a few questions?
No, I'm sorry, I'm in a big hurry.
But it will be on television.
Oh, what are your questions?
What is your opinion on the refugee crisis?
Well, I know that they are in the middle of escaping from their home country, but that does not mean that we, righteous and humble citizens, should subordinate our convenience and fairness in order to accommodate these unknown barbarians.
But don't you think we should help them?
The Hungarian government does everything to do so, but we are the border of the European Union, since Greece doesn't do anything, doesn't care, and lets these violent terrorists into our great nation. We have to stop this nonsense. We have to protect our country and the whole European Union.
Can you define terrorist?
Well, they are bad people, you know. Bad people from the Islam State. You can't know which one of them. Okay.
But the refugees are running away from these people as well. It's the refugees that are not the terrorists. Okay, fine. Then what do you think about the anti-government billboards?
They should be illegal. These violators should be punished and kicked out of the country. I have a question for them. Do you know anything about patriotism? In these hard days, you should support the people who sacrifice their lives to serve the nation.
You mean politicians? Okay, but that is called freedom of press.
I have to go, goodbye.
I am Anita Holmes from Budapest, 2015, November 15. Two cars crashed in the countryside during peak traffic hour when there was a heavy downpour. Supposedly, the accident was caused by a novice driver who overstepped the speed limit and did not take into account the possibility of aquaplaning.
The car slipped and crashed into the vehicle just backing out from a parking spot. The novice driver was not able to induct the stable reticle holding as most novice drivers do. The car of the novice driver front flipped above the other car and landed on its side. It was bloody.
Both vehicles suffered a lot of damage, and unfortunately, the novice driver passed from our loving world. His friends and family are mourning in such painful and tragic days. Now our local reporter, Andrea, checks in. Andrea, can you tell us some information? Andrea, can you hear me? Unfortunately, another technical problem occurred. Please stand by until we try to...
Good evening, I'm Andrea Kish, standing next to the car that has been crashed by the novice driver. The accident wasn't too bad, only one person, the novice driver, died, and the driver of this car, backing out of the parking space, only lightly injured. Now he is under observation in the St. János Hospital. There were no eyewitnesses, only a cat which was hit by the aquaplaning car, so we couldn't interview it, unfortunately. Accidents like this happen a lot of times in this season of the year, and novice drivers can't maneuver and react like more experienced companions. We have to be very careful of crazy, unpracticed novice drivers. I was Andrea Kish from Bugyi, 2015, November 22.
Thank you, Andrea. Civil organizations have donated new dog pillows to the local animal shelter. The director of the shelter was extremely delighted since the dogs and cats had to lie on the cold, hard ground. But now with these soft, comfortable pillows, the animals' wildest dreams have come true. If you wish to find out more about the ceremonial inauguration, please watch the videos on the website of the shelter. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.
Are you freezing? Do you feel cold during the winter? Do you want to feel cozy and trendy at the same time? Buy brand new hunter boot socks. You don't even have to put on boots to look stylish. We have plenty of colors for you to choose your favorite. Be the first one who purchases hunter boot socks for the winter. And be the trend activator. Don't let the fashion police catch you. Beauty, grace, perfection, intelligence, all in the new iPhone 2. If it's not an iPhone, it's not an iPhone. Feel connected with thousands of Apple users all around the globe. Experience a whole new world with the help of Apple. Think different.
Do you feel stressed in the kitchen? Does nothing fit in any of your bowls at home? Are you searching for help? We know the perfect answer just for you! Now for only $100, you can buy this simple plastic red bowl which can contain any kind of food, vegetables, fruits, and so on. You don't have to use any of your old bowls anymore, as long as you have this super amazing red bowl.
Good evening, I'm Zita Pataki. In West Hungary, there will be a heavy downpour with a hailstorm because of the tropical wet climate, so don't put away your umbrellas on the weekend either. On the Carpathia, several heavy storms hit the local inhabitants, and since crops started to sprout a little too early due to the sudden warmth in the beginning of the month, this will lead to a decline in fresh national vegetables. In the north, you can expect snow and ice in the mountains, so that's good news for our professional Hungarian team of skiers practicing in the Matra for the Olympic Games held in Budapest next year. An average of 30 centimeters of snow will greet the visitors to the world-famous ski resorts. Both in West and North Hungary, the wind will catch up quite strongly, and the western cold wind currents may cause a drop in the temperature. We can expect 1 or 2 degrees during the night. In the east, a dangerous hurricane called Catalin will reach the borders of our country, so every local resident should barricade themselves in the basement. On the contrary, the sun will have a strong UV factor, so don't forget to put on some sunscreen during hiding. In the southern regions, thanks to the Mediterranean climate, we can enjoy the weather of the Balaton, since it will be 40 degrees in the weekend. On the next week, we can expect snow all over the country. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.